Nintendo just dropped a Nintendo Direct today, the first in 580 days, and it came with all sorts of goodness, totally not what we'd predicted at all. But we did get some Zelda news. I was hoping for a big blowout of Zelda 35th anniversary, but we're going to have to wait a bit longer for that. But what they did announce was Skyward Sword HD. We're going to check out the trailer. Let's do it. My name's JP, this is the Bill and I Haters Club, and we are massive Zelda fanboys, and unapologetically so, and then there will be haters because I'm a grown man, and that's all good. We're going to deal with it. Let us know what you think in the comments below. But this game is an unpopular Zelda game. I actually do think it's one of the best. Certainly enjoyable and certainly worth a playthrough for a second time. Let's see what they've done to jazz it up for the Switch. Short and sweet. Anuma-san
is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
The mastermind.
This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls are smoother and even more intuitive.
Yes.
And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and attention to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different buttons, we decided to apply
I'm going all motion, baby.
Tilting the right control stick. Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right.
This is hilarious. It's almost like, this is how you play video games, folks. You turn the stick and things happen. Do we need this in this video? I'm seeing more of the game, so I'm not complaining, but you know what I mean.
To the left or diagonally. Just tilt the stick in the respective direction. Here's something else we've been working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers.
Ooh,
the right
these look
Joy-Con
nice.
controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July
Only a couple
16th.
of months away.
Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well. please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
You know what? I'm about this, and I was unsure if I wanted Skyward Sword HD because I did play it. Actually, it was probably quite a few years ago now, maybe like 8, 9 years ago on the Wii, but it was such a muddy, like the blurry kind of experience. And I remember playing with the motion controls and they were a bit frustrating, but this looks super slick, 60 frames per second, I'd imagine. It looks sleek. So this is something I think just the experience of it and the whole idea of, you know, moving your hand and your sword in real time, it's really quite compelling and satisfying. And they can tighten up the precision of that and get that movement and feeling in with a higher frame rate and crisp visuals. That'll be great. I think this is a Zelda that's got one of the best storylines. Fi is annoying as fuck. Like, she just interrupts all the time. There's too much dialogue. Hopefully they trim that down a bit because that was a common complaint. But yeah, it's got a great story. I mean, the overworld's not amazing. It's kind of a bit, you know, not much to do. You're just kind of flying around. But the dungeons are great. There's a huge amount of variety. The puzzles are amazing. And that's what I remember from that game. And the combat was great too. So I think, great, if you haven't played it, there's a bunch of new players that have come in to Breath of the Wild for the first time. If they go back and play this game, I'm sure they'll get a lot out of it. So certainly something we're pumped and looking forward to. My name's been JP. This is the $1 Billion Haters Club. Peace and love to you all.